What is up, homies? Christian back again with another Twin Sons action figure close-up, and today I have for us the Hasbro 6-inch Black Series Mandalorian Armor. So right here inside the box, we can see we have that yellow, orange, tan color scheme that we have for Mandalorian. Looks like she comes with just her tools. On the side, we have that really nice artwork. I should have kept all the boxes so I can squeeze them together and see how it all looks, but see the Mandalorian armor here with her tools. The armor plays a vital role in keeping the culture of Mandalorians alive. She forges Beskar armor in the ancient tradition of her people. And the exact same art here on the side. She is number 4. Got all of your lawyer speak down here. Side here. But you know what? Let's get out of her plastic prison and see what's inside. Here we have her free from her plastic prison. And the first thing I'll just note is that her little fur cape is removable, as it came out of the packaging right away. And I've been having a hard time, like, it sits there, of course, oh, there we go. Does not like to hold, even though you can see it has some pegs there. She has a couple pegs on her shoulders and her back, but I mean, for most static poses, it'll be fine. But as you can see, you can't go waving around or anything. But she is looking really good otherwise. Hasbro did a great job on her armor, has really nice sheen. And I mean, I guess maybe it was the lighting of the show and stuff, but I never realized she almost had like a rose gold chest plate. And I gotta say, that's one of my favorite colors. So it's really cool to see it on a figure like this. It's really nice. The fur on the back looks really nice, very nicely textured, and you can see that they hit it up with a wash. Really gives it that depth of field. The helmet color looks really good. It's not as shiny, and you know what, just for the review, show this one more time. Right now, I'm gonna take it off because it keeps coming off. It's a little annoying. So the helmet is really well done. It's more of a matte bronzy gold, not any sheen. As you can see, almost has less of a shine than her chest plate even. So interesting choice there. I really like the way they did the horns and stuff. I know it's just a costume design, but it translates really well to action figure. Looks really good. The sculpting work is really well done with the eyes and the indents there, the lines and the dents up there. Just looks really good. They even went so far as to use sculpt work on the back of her chest plate, even though you would never really see it with the fur on it, which it's very interesting that they decided to do plastic fur, because as you guys will remember, for the Solo Range Trooper, that almost had the same type of cowl fur thing, and they did soft goods, almost like a fuzz, and it was really well done in my opinion. So it'd been really cool to get some soft goods instead of this plastic one. But I know overall, I feel like most people who buy Hasbro prefer plastic to soft goods, so I think that's why Hasbro has been sticking with plastic. But the skirt, really well done. You guys can see there, all that texturing there, that really makes it look like leather. All the sculpt work here, between the sculpt work and the texturing, almost, you guys can see there, almost looks like they actually have stitch lines in there, which obviously they don't because it's all plastic. Just really well done. The cloth up here, always well done, as well as her pants. Just that standard Hasbro. All the wrinkles and the folds and the cloth and stuff. Looks really good. Her gloves almost remind me of Hoth Leia's suit. Just that texture to it. I feel like Hoth Leia's, I don't actually own the Black Series figure, but it's from the movie and what I've seen and stuff. Reminds me of how it has that diamond pattern. It looks very soft and very thick, considering she's always working next to the fire in the forge. It makes sense. Like how they did the brown around there and there. Belt's really well done. Actually went as far as to paint on that gold and silver right there, which is really nice. The boots, really well done. Not as textured, I feel like. I mean, you can see the texture there, but I feel like it doesn't pop out as much as up here. Which is pretty cool because it almost makes it feel like the boots are made out of a different kind of leather, which I have no problems with. Did the mismatched coloring on the shoes. part of the costume. I don't know if this was painted in the show or not. They never really show her feet too much, or her ankles, shins. But I feel like they were a different color. It would have been nice to break up the brown of the boot by even putting a little trim on that or something. But yeah, overall the sculpting, the paint, very nicely done. Really like that chest plate. As for articulation, she has down. She has 2 joints, seems like. Feels like we got one. Yeah, we got one in that lower neck at the base, and then we got one at the head. Oh wow, I just noticed that. It's not painted or anything, but they actually did like a head underneath it. It almost looks like it's a full sculpt, because I don't think the light is catching it in the video. Oh, there it is. You guys can see there's actually like ears and everything. I don't know if anyone's ever tried to separate it, but I'm a little afraid to break my figure, so I'm not going to. Down, up, a lot of up due to the 2 joints. Tilt, which is really nice, especially for a helmeted character. Get a lot of emotion that way. And of course, swivel left, swivel right for her shoulders. She gets up to 90. The entire joint is underneath the shoulder pad, the pauldron, and the armor. So this is all one piece, and then it's done there. So you kind of gotta push it up, but I like that more than having this be on the shoulder, because then it always either gets up and over and looks ugly, or it gets squished against the side or something. So this is a really nice solution. We have elbow swivel, no bicep swivel, but we do have elbow swivel. Obviously a swivel there. She can still get her arm up, but you can see it sort of jets out to the side, and I definitely would not leave it like that, because it'll definitely bend the plastic over time. Elbow, speaking of the swivel on the elbow, gets up to 90, and it's nice. This wrist seems to be up and down, which is definitely nice, but mine, oh, there we go, just gotta put some effort into it. So it goes down, goes up. Not a lot of range of movement, but enough. Other arm is all the same, obviously, but this one's goes left to right. Not as much to the right. That glove seems to get in the way of the wrist, but goes a lot to the left or right, depending how you look at it. So, oh, look at that. We actually have butterfly shoulders. That is very nice. Butterfly shoulders are just a very small thing, but they add a lot more posability. So you can see it goes up, goes back. You might be able to see it better from back here. Shoulder gets back, shoulder goes all the way up. Gives you just a really nice range of mobility. I wish I'd put that on more Black Series figures. For her torso, she does the lean, left and right. Swivel left, swivel right, obviously. As for crunch, it's a little bit of crunch. Not really too much though. She gets a little bit of back. Not as much back as other figures have. Seems like the crunch is limited because of her skirt coming up, you know, like to her belly button almost. Gets in the way. Not too bad though, you at least get some. Now for the skirt, you can see there's slits on the sides, so the hips do come out without any issue. About 45 degrees, which is really nice. Thigh swivel, pretty standard, but still like to see it. Got these really nice looking single jointed knees. Get up to 90, we know the deal now for those knees. But, I mean, just looks really good. Actually looks like a single knee instead of flat knee, flat like it used to be. And I'll take the articulation hindrance for the better looking knees. Looks like we got standard Hasbro swivel rocking ankles. Looking good. and again. So as far as accessories, once again, we have this. I don't know if you'd really consider this an accessory or part of the costume, but it comes off, so I'm going to consider it an accessory because she looks great without it too. And she comes with her tools. So she comes with these. They're not even really centered, which is interesting. She comes with these, obviously not working. These picker uppers. If you know what these are called, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what they're actually called, because I have zero idea. But she comes with these. These look pretty nice. The silver on them, it looks really good. You can see they actually put like a rivet there on each side where they would actually join, which is really cool. It almost looks like they are two separate, because the way the mold line comes down here, it almost looks like they actually are two separate pieces held together by the rivet, which I really like. And she also comes with her hammer, which looks really good. Again, nice metallic silver to it. It's got a nice sheen to it. A little bit of sculpt work in there. You can see there's a little dent there. A little bit of, I guess that would be like another rivet holding the hammer onto the stick. Well, I guess it's not stick, it's a metal handle, not a stick. But you can see, sculpted it like it's actually holding it and wrapped around it. And it's two separate pieces just clamped together. That's what's holding it in stock. But these accessories mean nothing if she cannot hold them. So, oof, that is a tight hand. This is very tight. I will be right. Well, actually, I think I just got these in the wrong hand, I think, because this hand actually looks like a larger opening. And it definitely looks like it's meant for this just to slide in. Yep, so that's what it was. Wrong hands. This one definitely looks a little bit wider. It's definitely a lot more malleable. So each hand does seem to be specific for a tool. Her right hand is for these giant plier forceps things, which hold a little loose still. But I don't think she's really going to be holding them both at the same time unless she's attacking stormtroopers. And the left hand holds the hammer very well, not going anywhere. So I guess she holds the forceps plier things decently enough. And once she have her little cape shoulder on, looks very good. So overall, she's looking really good. I'm a fan especially of this color on the chest. I'm glad we got her as a figure. So obviously if you like Mandalorian, she's a must get. Or if you have any of the other Mandalorian figures, she's a must get, especially if you have Mando and, you know, like Grief Karga and everything, you know, you're gonna set up that scene. It looks really good with all of them together. Overall, a really good looking figure. Let me know in the comments down below if you have them. If you have all of them, Grief Karga, all the Mando figures that we had so far for the Black Series. And until next time, may the Force be with you, and happy hunting.